This is the story of the Apostle Paul and his experiences on the island of Malta. He had previously been taken into captivity under Roman authority, and he and about 276 prisoners went aboard a ship to sail for Rome. However, a storm caused them to go elsewhere. Everyone except Paul thought they were going to die, but Paul promised that God would spare each one of them and that everyone would land safely. And it happened just as he said. Upon arrival, Paul is greeted by the barbaric people of the land. To his surprise, they are extremely friendly. They guided him to a campfire, for it was extremely cold and wet. For people of such a worldly background, Paul is stunned by their kindness. Yet it was only a matter of time before their secular nature began to show. When they reached the fire, they urged Paul to warm his hands. When he did, a venomous snake appeared and fastened on his hand. When the people saw this, they immediately declared him a murderer, for the snake was deadly. But when Paul shook off the snake and threw it into the fire, they called him a god. The chief man of the island was a man named Publius. He welcomed Paul into his land and entertained him for 3 days.
You got any sevens?
Goldfish.
Best 2 out of 3. We gotta go best 3 out of 5. Dang it!
It just so happened that the father of Publius was sick with a fever due to an intestinal infection.
Here you go, Father.
He led Paul to where he was so that he could pray for him and lay hands on him.
He's healed. He's healed.
After he healed Publius's father, multiple people of the area came to him so that they could be healed. First man was a man who was blind.
I can see. Let's see.
Then was a man who was a paralytic. Finally was a man who was a leper. After Paul had done all he had done through the power of the Holy Spirit, it was time for him to depart so that he could get back to Rome. The barbaric people gave him anything that he needed for his journey. It is almost certain that several of the barbarians converted to Christianity. This story is applicable to life today because everyone is judged based on outward appearances. Paul's outward appearance when he was bit by the snake made the people automatically judge him negatively. But when God empowered him to shake it off, they had to change their minds about him. When people place negative labels on you because of what they see from the outside looking in, never take them to heart because they do not define you or empower you. God does. And eventually He's going to make them change their minds about you too.